Hey friends, it's your boy, BigTCGFan, coming at you with another video. And today we are going to go back to another Magic knockoff. This one, however, was a lot more creative with it, and they've actually stuck around for a while. Force of Will. And the expansion we're going to be looking at is the Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale. This is a game that's actually really close to my heart. I've been playing it for a while. I had a lot of fun with it, so I know a little bit about it. It came out for a while, and really one of the biggest issues with it is the people who actually run the game. The game itself is really good, but the people who run the game, they always make major mistakes that end up completely ruining the play balance of the game. It's very unfortunate because it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This game basically takes a lot of elements from Magic the Gathering, and ironically, on a variation of Magic the Gathering called Commander. They have rulers, basically, and what they are is they're individual cards that come in play, and you can do various abilities based on them, and your decks can be revolved around the rulers. So we're going to bust through these, and then afterwards, hopefully we'll put a deck together. Now, one thing with Force of Will is they're really good. They love the European fairy tales. You're going to see a lot of these cards are based on European fairy tales, not just European, but also fairy tales of Asia. The game itself comes from Japan. It's been around for a couple of years. This right here was actually one of the better sets. The cool part is you can still get in. Like I said, you can still get into the game. Ooh, nice! It's basically a dual stone for these guys, because the way it works with this game is they have two decks, a stone deck, which is their mana, and then your regular deck. But yeah, this game, you could still get into it. The entry isn't too expensive. Well, it's getting a little, depends on what they do. For example, the most recent set that they did is they vastly underprinted it, and so it caused all sorts of issues. Yeah, that kind of stuff, by the way. And there's a stone. Like Magic, they have 5 colors, same exact colors: red, white, blue, black, green. So it's, like I said, it is a literal knockoff in many ways. My favorite ruler is a Shirzad. Like I said, they use fairy tales for it. Hopefully we get some rulers. If not, I can use some of them. Usually when you buy a booster, they come with 2 or 3, which is all we'll really need is 2. So I love this card. It's actually banned. It's so powerful. You can't cast any spells on your opponent. Can't cast spells. You cast that on them. It's pretty brutal to deal with. I actually loved playing it in my Shirzad deck. It was a red, black, green control deck. Oh, there's another one. Yay! Oh, these sleeves. It's funny, they're really long. As far as the packaging goes, it's pretty solid. It's like any other TCG. They're obviously not expecting you to rough it up, so their packaging is good here. We'll give this an 8.5. I've always loved their artwork. It's got the anime style, which I'm usually not the biggest fan of, but these guys aren't. You can't really see it here, but they're not shy about the cheesecake, the anime cheesecake at all, which is fun. Yeah, I love this card, Thunder. Just like Magic, they use red as the direct damage, black is kind of darkness and sacrifice, necropotence, evil, that sort of thing. Blue is a type of control, green is a type of control instead of stomp, Rapunzel. So we're going to let the fates decide who our rulers will be, won't we? So it's cool. But I've been playing this game for a couple years. There's one of them. That's a ruler right there. Now here's something really funny. So the way it works is this card starts in play, the ruler, and you'll see they have an activate ability, J-activate. Pay 0, place ability if you put a moon in the field this turn. So there's cards that are moon cards. Put it in the field, and then you can just say, oh, I J-activate her. When they're in this form, ruler form, they can't be attacked really. But then when they go this form, they can be attacked. Swiftness. This card plays abilities and taps. So basically it's like hasted magic. Enter, deals 800 damage to target resonator, continuous. At the end of the turn, put as a ruler. So basically, when you play a moon, you can bop her, smash for 1200, hope they don't have a blocker, but you do 800 to help clear the field, and then boom. We'll set her over there. Hopefully we get one more so that we can use these guys. And it's fun because there's a lot of, they did combos, that sort of thing. Alright, that's one stack down. So, yeah, it's, like I said, the game is a lot of fun because it's very much like Magic in many, many, many ways. You can see they got the cast cost, attack, defense, abilities within art. Another dual stone. Nice. Another thunder ring. We're going to need those thunders for Little Red here. Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red the Wolf Girl. Nice. I actually collect the rulers. I like them quite a bit. I have most of them, so it's not really too big of a deal, but there we go. Cayuga, Princess of the Moon. This is her ruler side. So her activate abilities pay 0. Play this only if you put a treasury item in the field soon. These two are mirror images of other, because red-blue, which is usually the case. Continue to pay 1 to put chance standby cards into your chance standby area rather than pay 2, which is nice. And then you'll see, pay 0, change the target of treasury item, the text of a target treasury item controlled by placing all instances of the attribute with another. Okay, that could be useful. Pay 2 and then 2 blue, 1 colorless. Search your main deck for a treasury item, reveal it, put it in your hand. See, this is a really fun strategy. It's very, very different strategy than many other decks that you have. So it's pretty cool. A lot of fun. Artwork. I'm not going to lie. I love the artwork of this game. See, cheesecake at its finest. So I'm going to give this artwork a 9 because it's my baby. Alright, next we're going to look at card quality. Pick one of these up. It's pretty solid, just like any other card. You know, it's a little thicker than the modern card. There's a Force of Will logo. You'll note the little pentagram in the background there. It's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and give that a 9. It's looking good. Obviously, you know, I know the game. Boy, I'm getting a lot of these dual stones, huh? I mean, that'll be useful for play. I had plenty of other stones, so you know, obviously you're not going to get enough stones normally to build a deck out of a booster box, but we got that covered. See, and here's the moon. Remember I was talking about the moons? You'll need those. And then the treasure item. Let's see if I can spot one while we're at it here. Where Rabbit Knight. And yeah, like I said, they actually have a combo with. See, here's if your ruler is Snow White or ruler is Bloody Snow White. It's one of the other rules. Destroy a blocking resonator and a block resonator. This card deals 500 damage to each controller of those resonators. Useful. Self-sacrifice. Elves, they got it all here. Cinderella. Yeah, like I said, I love the artwork. This card was actually banhammered because it's just tutor for a guy. Put it in my hand, and if you're using Grim, you can use any will, aka mana, to play it. So it's a lot of fun. Gretel, that card's banned everywhere. Another dual stone. Tinker, she's fun. She's the beater in the fairy tale deck that you'd use Grim. And you can see Grim, he's right there on the box. He's the face of the set. He's a very popular ruler because his deck style is very flexible. There's another moon. Which is good. But yeah, this game's been around for a couple years. I remember when it first came out, I just kind of guffawed it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then some guy conned me into trying it, and a lot of fun. It was really funny because You know how like some of these games they'll have like starter decks, and starter decks usually pretty much suck, but they're a good way to get into the game. Well, what happened for this game first came out, it had a set that was barely released in the United States and is not even legal to play with the cards in any format other than a special format that allows you to play it. Think of it as, you know, I guess most, you know, basically like being able to play alpha, beta cards or whatever. And the cards in that set are like insanely broken. It was Valhalla. Well, I bought a starter deck that was released at the time from that actually released in the United States, but those cards weren't legal to play. So I showed up to the first ever like tournament that I wanted to play in, and I looked like a fool because everyone else was playing the other things, so they helped me get it started. Okay, more cheesecake for you. All right, so we're gonna actually finish. Well, might as well finish them up. We're cruising along at a good pace here. So yeah, actually the artwork in this set is less cheesecake than. I love that. Yeah. See, and there's a moon that's red. Destroy target special. Oh, that'll jack you over. But so we did get our 2 rulers, so we will be able to build a deck. 2 decks for them, which is good. See, look at that. The fella tell a fairy tale. Juliet. Like I said, they use a lot of, like, most of the characters are from some sort of story, you know, or another. Like you get the 3 Musketeers, Knights, Camelot Knights. There's another Musketeer. So, and usually when they release rulers, they'll try to release some for each color, so give you a lot of viability. Nowadays, they're actually releasing 2 per color. He's badass dragon. Gotta have the badass dragons, right? So, which is good. A lot of fun. And they keep, the problem is they keep power creeping it, and then they want to, oh, we want to not power creep it. So then they like ban a bunch of cards. Look at that. That's cute. Ban a bunch of cards, or they'll, you know, they end up making the same mistakes over and over again and end up hurting themselves. And they don't seem to learn their lesson from when they do these things. And it's kind of maddening because you're like, come on, man, stop. Oh, there's another dual stump. I love the dual stumps. When you get to these cards, and this is one thing, like, okay, you know, you'll see these cards and they're just very pretty. And Force of Will did a great job. They'll have like tons of promos, alter art. There's some cheesecake for you right there. Oh, the whole gamut. There's Hansel. There's another Tinkerbell. Too bad we didn't pull a Grimm, because then we could have totally done a Grimm deck, and that would have been a lot of fun. But usually you get 2. Sometimes, oh, I think we do got another ruler there. Nice. I hope it's Grimm. But, oh, yeah. Pandora the Dark. Nice. See? And it's funny because they actually have 2 rulers that are this same one. Pandora, Girl of the Box. And then one's Pandora of the Dark and one's Pandora of the Light. And then when they flip over, her inner ability is they just black their hand. The other one is a completely different ability. So that's cool. So I guess those are the 3 rulers. So we'll have some choices to make on our deck making video, huh? So, oh, there's another one. Oh, it's D'Artagnan. Look at that. I got 4 rulers. We might have to do the 3 Musketeer deck just because. That's funny. That's funny. I'm glad I kept opening it. That's really cool. Usually, like I said, you only get 2 or 3. We actually got 4 of them, huh? How sweet is that? Awesome. So we'll definitely do a deck making video for this because we have the parts to have fun with it. Obviously, I got plenty of stones, so I can't wait to show you this one. So this concludes this video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you can. Peace out.